Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a soul tribe reading. I'm so excited. Soul tribe reading. I really haven't been feeling myself lately. I know some of you have noticed. Yesterday I wasn't around and I just did a reading for Aquarius, which really lifted me up. So anyway, I wanted to come do a soul tribe reading and connect with my soul tribe people because it's been a few days. And like I said, I just wasn't feeling myself. Anyway, I've gotten a few decks from you guys in the past few days, which I want to use in readings. But I wanted to start with this one because my friend sent it to me, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. I love all your comments. I agree we should talk. Dark Magic Oracle, Reveal the Light Within. And this is actually about... It's actually about your inner child. I really wanted this deck, so I can't say enough. This deck is about personal evolution, about the corridors of growth and self-expression. It's about navigating your teen years, 13 through 19, which are 7 masterful years of churning and often chaotic transformation. And I don't know about you, but from the ages 13 to 19, it was not a good time for me. Anyway, I'm really excited about this deck because it is about tapping into your inner child and healing yourself once and for all, which has been what I've been thriving towards, so that my children don't repeat the same patterns. I was watching, I have to bring it up because it's a soul tribe reading. I was watching, I'm not going to say which reality show, but I was watching a reality show where this person was talking about how growing up, their mother taught them to sweep everything under the rug. We don't talk about our problems. We don't talk about it with anyone, not even each other. And whatever happens in the family stays in the family. And she quite often talks about it on this show, that that's how she was raised. And that's how she approaches life. And, you know, she's on this show for years and years and years and years and years. And I'm watching like the 6th season of this show. So it's been like 6 years of this. And in the episode I was watching, her friend was trying to talk to her about how unhealthy her relationship with her family was becoming, and that maybe she needed to take a step back from her family because her family, you know, wasn't treating her fairly. I'm talking about like the woman who said she grew up where her family never talked about anything. Her friend was telling her it's time to, you know, take a step back from that situation because look at what it's doing to your mental health. And she said she didn't want to talk about it. Her kids were there. Her kids are a little bit older. They're teenagers. And during this conversation where her friend was, you know, trying to tell her you deserve better than how they're treating you, her kid spoke up and was like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. We shouldn't be talking about this. And I was like, I messaged my friend and I'm like, can you see how the behaviors transfer from generation to generation to generation? It's and that's the whole point in breaking generational trauma. That's the whole point in doing the inner work so that you don't pass it on to your kids. I talk about it with my partner all the time about how our kids have inherited our trauma, and it appears in the weirdest ways. Like they're afraid we're gonna yell at them. My partner and I don't yell. You know, they're afraid they're going to get punished and I don't know what for. Anyway, it's just, that's the whole point of doing the work, is so that it doesn't get repeated again. And the cycle stops here. The cycle stops here. Anyway, that's why I want to use this deck today, because it's about diving into the depths of your soul to heal yourself so that you can feel emotional fulfillment. Instead of what everyone else, I think most of the world tries to find emotional fulfillment in material things and other people and money and things like that, when really it comes from doing intense inner work. Anyway, oh my gosh. I feel all charged up. Yeah, anyway, before I began, I intuitively chose a deck to use. I shuffled these earlier, didn't look at the bottom of the deck. And we have, on the bottom, we have Strength, Nurture Your Diverse Talents, 10. And we have 10 of Cups, so we have 10, 10. And I really do feel like what I just said about diving into your inner self, finding your inner child, healing that inner child brings you emotional fulfillment. And you know, this nurture your diverse talents, maybe you're someone who had talents when you were younger that you forgot about, or that people told you were crazy to believe in, or that you wouldn't be able to do anything with that, you know? Anyway, maybe that's part of your soul path. Maybe part of your diverse talents are supposed to lead you onto your soul path, into your soul mission. Anyway, I am like charged up right now. I don't know what's happening. All right, we have Infinity, preserve your power. That's 27. So I'm going to go, we have Born, every day is a new opportunity. Oh my gosh, you know what I'm hearing? For anyone who's Canadian, I'm hearing Anne of Green Gables, like the one with, I think it's Megan Follows, where, is it Miss Stacy? Is her name Miss Stacy? Where she says, every day is a new day without any mistakes in it. Not yet anyway. Anyway, I don't know why I'm hearing that now. Thank you for all of you who sent me things. You're so nice. You're such beautiful people, and you just bring so much light to my life. Your comments, your likes, your love. Lovely. So we have Cocoon. 4, consider your source. That is so interesting, because right before I started your reading, I was looking at this card. I actually, like, right before I started your reading, I looked up this card. That is really strange. That is really strange. Anyway, Cocoon, consider your source. And this is, you know, we see 4, which reminds me of the 4 of Swords. So I feel like you could be someone who's going through a huge transformation of who you used to be and how you were raised into who you really are. Why don't they make movies about actual, like, you know how they make movies like, I'm gonna go find myself, and they like go somewhere exotic and fall in love, and then they're like, I found myself. Why don't they make a real movie about, I don't know why I'm hearing the depths of despair, but like, why don't they make a real movie about what it's really like to go through this cocoon, you know, to have to dissolve. Anyway, I just want to see if there's anything on this card I want to read to you, or if we just want to get into shuffling. I'm going to read it. What am I talking about? Of course I'm going to read it. To grow, we sometimes need to understand where we have come from and the lives we may have led before this one. When cocoon appears, it's time to retreat into yourself in layers of deep contemplation and consider your source. Step away from your day-to-day concerns and investigate your origins. Do you know your ancestors? Who deeply resonates with you in this moment? Our physical lineage bears weight in our journey. It's baggage that we unpack when needed, and that sometimes weighs us down. Life is not a straight line, but circles like the rings of a tree. We grow a new ring every year that tells our story and shares our strengths. Learn from you and your ancestors' mistakes. Learn from their joys and successes too, as you honor your own journey of growth. Allow yourself to cocoon and withdraw, secure in the knowledge that you will ultimately emerge different for the better. Give yourself permission to move into the dark. You don't have to keep up with anyone or anything in this moment. Just be still, but be disciplined in your stillness. Choose an ancestor, either your direct lineage or a non-blood related human. We're all connected somewhere in the threads of our communal DNA. Consider the lesson of their life and where it resonates with you. How will you share this lesson when you emerge from your cocoon of contemplation? Like the new butterfly spreads its wings and shares its beauty and movement, how will you share yours? Anchored in the tangible gifts of your lineage? Interesting. And this says to carry bloodstone, which, hang on, here's some bloodstone for our reading. I heard in a reading once that I should carry bloodstone, and I immediately went out and found a piece and carried it in my pocket for a very long time. So maybe, you've been spending some time reflecting, Four of Swords energy, alone, isolated, healing. So we're going to go past, present, future. But like I always say, you resonate with what you resonate with. Past energy, please, Spirit. We have born. Every day is a new opportunity. Interesting. We also have identity, make your own choices, 6. And 6 is lover's energy. And I find it really interesting how these two people are mirroring. Anyway, we'll start here. 17, star energy. This is past energy. You can redefine yourself. You can let go of things that may be interfering with your friendships, family, or school. Born gives you permission and encourages you to start afresh. What do you see when you look at the card? Do you see an eggshell made of ice, crystal, or glass? Ice represents a feeling of being cut off from a sense of joy and purpose, and it's time to allow yourself to warm to life again. Crystal means that you have been gestating and coming into your power, and it's time to let yourself grow magically. Glass means you've been on the outside looking in, or the inside looking out, and it's time to reunite with the rest of the world. That's insane, my friends, because we just had 4, which was all about the cocoon. And it feels like if you're in the energy of the cocoon right now, this could be what's coming for you, breaking out of your shell. Interesting. Am I the only one that saw eggshell? I'm just kidding, but not really. I actually just saw an eggshell at first. When daily life feels overwhelming and you feel darkness all around you, remember we all possess an eternal soul, a life force that can never be extinguished. Even when our bodies are no longer intact, our soul survives. And a quote by Albert Einstein, my favorite: energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. Interesting. So, I'm just going to read this little thing underneath. Every day we are born anew, and even the day we die. Once you set your intention to embrace this daily rebirth, trust in the process. You wouldn't dig up a seed every day to see how it's growing. How many times have I told you guys that? About if you dig up that seed every day to see if it's taking root, it will never take root. So allow the natural and inevitable rejuvenating processes of your body, mind, and soul express themselves through the layer of time each day. If you made a mistake yesterday or you're unhappy with how you handled something, let that be the fertilizer for the new you today. Choose to live in the solution, not the problem. This is also a card of positive health. If you have been feeling low on energy or unwell, Born indicates a renewal of vital energy and invigorated feelings. I think it's funny because I was telling you guys how I haven't been feeling myself. Anyway, so that's just kind of funny for me. But yeah, so if you're not resonating with this being past energy, this is mean that, and you're resonating with the cocoon, it means this is what's coming. You're about to break out of your shell. You're about to break out of that cocoon. Beautiful. Love it. So let's go current energy, Spirit. Current energy, please. Current energy, please. We have another mirror card. So we've had 2 mirror cards, both equaling 6, Lover's energy. Mirror, reflect yourself, 24. So this is current energy. But again, take it as it resonates, my friend. 24, the 24th of April could have been symbolic. Something could have happened. And it's on page 110, so 11. Imitation is powerful. When mirror appears, it's time to choose your role models carefully and wisely. The person in the image thought they could elevate themselves by mirroring another, but this became unsustainable because it wasn't authentic or true. As they hang precariously, they can see their own face reflected in the shards of the mirror under them. This card says it's time to pick up the pieces and be grateful for the wisdom that comes with trusting your own special place in the world, your unique expression, and the power of you. Mirror may look troubling, but it's actually very positive. It's time to be yourself. It's time to look beyond the surface of the world around you and more deeply than your outward appearance. If you have found yourself copying someone or something recently, and possibly felt pangs of jealousy as you attempted to be like another with looks, influence, or achievement, it's time to release that attachment. Free yourself to expand beyond limiting personal assessments. This can occur by identifying what core values are. If you're unsure, think of someone you admire. Perhaps it's their kindness and compassion, their energy and motivation, their achievements. Then, rather than trying to mimic them exactly in looks or activity, pay it forward by offering a gift of kindness, compassion, or motivation to another. Being authentic and true to yourself and not mirroring others can be scary and intimidating because it can mean ignoring what other people say you should be. Follow impulses that make you feel happy and good. They will make you who you truly are. Well, that's beautiful, my friends. A very positive card. It's about breaking out of this shell and being you, not being anyone else, not trying to be like anyone else. I talked to you guys about comparing yourself to others, how it's pointless. The only person you should be comparing yourself is you and your own growth. So instead of comparing yourself to someone who has been at their job for this long and has this many followers and does this, compare yourself to where you were a year ago when you didn't even know you were about to be doing the thing that you're doing, if that makes sense. And it's about breaking out of this shell and being your true authentic self. Lover's energy, having an honest relationship with yourself and honoring who you truly are. Future energy, please, Spirit. We have Victorious. Oh my goodness. Isn't that nice? It is good to ask for help. 12. Hanged Man energy, fresh perspective, new outlook. Beautiful. Let me just see. That's straight enough. So, 12, beautiful. It's on page 60. You guys have a lot of 6s in your reading. Would you want to experience your greatest strength alone? When Victorious appears, it's telling you you can express your strongest display of strength in letting yourself be helped. If you feel overwhelmed by pressures of other people's poor behavior, bullying, and demands, This card says it's time to ask for help. Let go of the need to hide and pretend it isn't happening, as well as your attachment to fear and resentment or anger, and accept assistance. It is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of courage. Healthy choices resist peer pressure. With help, you're stronger than the sum of your parts. You can vanquish the situation that ails you. This is represented on the card by the wise masked figures, your allies, tending to the fire of your protection. One figure looks to the sky at two birds flying overhead, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. This represents your freedom from the struggle and that someone has your back. The setting sun signifies the end of the matter, while the evening calm allows all negative energies to settle down. When others are cruel or unkind, this card says resist the urge to punish them yourself. Oh my gosh. Like fight back, like try and... I'm thinking of like commenters. Anyway. The figures in the cards are like dark superheroes appearing to burn that which ails you. The dark energy around you, whether that be a bully or enemy, is vanquished in regenerative, purifying flames. Note that the symbolic and symbolic and metaphorical, not literal. Very interesting. So it feels to me like this is the energy of Hanged Man, of seeing things in a new perspective in the future when, you know, someone tries to bring you down or someone tries to put you down. We see here that you know who you truly authentically are, or you're going to. And this is the energy of, you know, trusting that you have... someone has your back in a situation. Like, for example, I'll just use commenters. If you're someone who's starting a channel and you have commenters critiquing you constantly, you know, instead of giving in to them or fighting with them, just release it, you know, don't even give it your attention. I should take this advice. It's also symbolic to me of if you have someone in your energy who doesn't agree with what you're doing for work, who doesn't agree with your life path, who doesn't agree with a relationship, to release caring about what they think about it. You know what you need in your life. Your higher self is guiding you, and these two people have your back. I feel the need to get one more. I'm not sure why, so I'm just going to go with it. We have collective, trust in the goodness of others. Again, I have no idea why I felt called to get another card, but I just went with it. We have 15. After being told to stand apart and distance ourselves from each other, how do we find our way back together? During the pandemic, enforced social isolation and social distancing created a state of mind that drove people apart. Humans are social and tribal creative. That is how we have evolved to survive, procreate, and prosper. While this new age of AI and big tech encourages isolation, it is not innate. A baby left untouched, even for a few days, gets sick and may die. Collective says it's time to try to see through these artificial divides as the interest of big corporations, which would like you to sit at home and live your life on social media, buying unneeded items delivered by drones and paid for by a digital social credit system. It's time to get outside, turn off your smartphone, and experience euphoric oneness with each other in this magical universe. Collective says it's time to trust your neighbors again and unite. Be willing to listen and consider the opinions of others who are different from you. While they may not be your tribe, they're a part of the human collective. Give others a chance. In this time of reunification, making conscious collective choices is advantageous. Choosing to be in a room full of happy, excited people can raise you to feel happy and excited. just like being in a room full of sad people will seep into your consciousness. The collective unconscious is powerful. In this time, avoid being around people who are negative and clouding you to the wondrous beauty and magic and the goodness in people around you. Surround yourself with people who are at a level you aspire to. This card is also an invitation to address your attitude and realize how powerful it is in transforming your reality. Open yourself up to meeting new people who are aligned with your greater good and goals. When considering the collective and reuniting, transform fear into hope and confidence. Interesting. This is really interesting because we have kind of this, I'm seeing this energy of someone who's been in a cocoon, finding out who they truly are, focusing on their soul path. I see this person breaking open, being born, learning how to be their true authentic self, learning how to ask others for help, learning how to not take the opinions of others so seriously. And then, possibly this energy is very symbolic to me of someone who is spiritually awakening and outgrowing people and places and evolving and finding where they belong in the world and finding their collective and finding their people and finding their tribe is what I'm seeing. Very beautiful. All right, so let's get some tarot for this. I don't know what will come out, but we have 10 of Cups on the bottom, emotional fulfillment. So yeah, let's have a shuffle and see what's coming in. We have Page of Coins, a new opportunity, growth, you planting a pentacle and not looking at it while it grows. We have the Three of Cups, finding your soul tribe, finding friends. And we have the Two of Cups, perhaps an emotional connection coming in after you are your true authentic self. Perhaps there's an offer that comes in. This collective card talked a lot about reuniting and the fact that we have 12 here, which is Hanged Man energy. I'm not going to lie. When I saw this card, Hanged Man energy, I immediately thought of the Two of Wands because we have this fire. We have two people looking at this fire, and that can be very symbolic of Two of Wands, the universe putting two people, Two of Cups, into Hanged Man energy so that they could see things from a new perspective, and Two of Wands change their approach. But anyway, that's what I heard, so I have to say it. We're just going to go past, present, future, same as these cards, and we'll see what comes out. We have the Ace of Cups, a renewal, reunification. Beautiful. The Moon, 10 of Coins, long-term stability. So we have 10 of Cups and we have 10 of Pentacles. And what did I say in the beginning? We had 10-10. Very symbolic of cycles coming to an end, new beginnings. Ace of Cups could be new love. Maybe this Two of Cups is new love for someone. A renewal in self, an emotional awakening. Anyway, very beautiful. Self-love. Love it. So let's go past energy. Past energy, please, Spirit. We have the Fool in reverse. So it feels like there was there was a false start, is what I'm hearing. The Fool in reverse. Fool in reverse. Risky relationship, boring job, caution around finances. So it kind of feels like unfulfillment, It feels like, I want to get another book for this. It feels like a false start. It feels like lack of fulfillment. It feels like that said, a boring job. Something that doesn't make you feel alive. I just want to look in a different book because I'm being called to. The Fool reversed. The reversed energy of the Fool indicates an unwillingness to move forward or move ahead, or a feeling of being stuck. You may be in a forced state of stagnation, too afraid of what might lie ahead. Remember, life is a mixed bag of joy, and you came here to grow. Alternatively, this card reversed could show you that you're being dangerously naive. Can you find ways to balance your desire for change and growth before floating off into the unknown? So that's what we have for the Fool. This is past energy. So it could be that you were feeling very stagnant in your life, very stuck. You know, I talked to you guys about how my life felt before I spiritually awakened. I felt stuck. I felt like I was just doing the same thing day after day, and I wasn't growing. Lack of fulfillment, you know? So that's what we're seeing here. And what's interesting is we have clarity about this. So we have the knowing that you feel this way. And I think, judged on these, that you took the initiative, or you had a breakthrough moment, an awakening, where you realized all this, that you were feeling unfulfilled. Very nice. Let's get one more for past energy. Past energy. You could have been in, we have 10 of Swords. So there could have been an ending with someone, you know. You could have had a connection that went really stagnant, and perhaps you felt like you were naive in that connection, and there was an ending, 10 of Swords. And this ending had to happen so that you could be reborn, and so that you could get to know yourself. Lover's energy, that connection with yourself. Choosing yourself, the Lovers, an ending. There it is, right there. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that. So it was like a false start with someone, stagnation, an ending, and then you had a rebirth on your own. And it feels to me like I'm watching someone coming out of that rebirth, re-entering the world, finding your soul family, perhaps finding a soul connection, perhaps reconnecting with this person. I don't know. But the Lovers is there. You could have been dealing with a runner. Current energy for you, my friends. We have Hanged Man in reverse. Oh my gosh, that is magic. That is magic. That's magic. So Hanged Man in reverse. You know, it feels like, I actually want to get one more. Current energy. Page of Swords. So it feels like right now, you are learning about yourself. You're learning how to communicate. You could be learning about a new, like you could be in school, you could be taking a course, learning a new trade, trying to come out of this Hanged Man energy. And I think it's interesting that we have Hanged Man energy here, and here it is in reverse. I just want to look at this Page of Swords for you. Nah. Oh, come on. Give me one moment. So, I'm almost there. Page of Swords. An influx of new ideas, thoughts, inspirations. Exciting as some of them may be, your job is to sit and experience all that is coming to you and not act. Sometimes when exciting opportunities come along, it might tempt you to run off in a specific direction before gaining all the necessary information. The curious nature of the Page of Swords calls you to stay and continue learning with an open mind before acting. So maybe that's why this Hanged Man is in reverse. Perhaps, you know, Spirit is keeping you stuck right now because you have more to learn. Very interesting. When it comes to disagreements and sharing your thoughts, you might feel encouraged to approach them in a new way. Two of Wands, what did I say? The This page suggests that a certain level of detached curiosity could come in handy in conversation. This kind of approach will certainly aid you in some situations, but may not prove beneficial in the long run. So it feels like Spirit may be keeping you back from communicating with other people right now. The other thing that I'm seeing, and this is just for some of you, is some of you may still be hanging on to the energy of someone or a situation or a job or an outcome with Hanged Man in reverse. It could be that you're hanging on to a specific outcome, a certain mindset, a certain pattern, a person, a job that's preventing you from moving forward. And perhaps that's why you're still in this page energy. Perhaps there's still one thing you have to let go of. Again, that's going to differ for some of you what that is. I want to look at, I think it's interesting because we have 6 of Coins asking for help. And that's kind of how you see these people. They're asking for something from this person. And 6 of Coins can be the energy of giving and receiving, you know, receiving help. So maybe you are receiving help from someone. Maybe you have an advisor. Maybe it's these 2 people who are with you in your energy, keeping you protected. There's a reason. I feel like you're about to be released, like this card says, but there's something that you're still hanging on to, whatever that is to you. Let's go near future energy. Or future energy. We have the 5 of Coins in reverse. Let's get one more. Coming out of isolation. That's funny. And we have the Ace of Swords, clarity, breakthrough moment. That's beautiful. So I think it's interesting how we have the 5 of Coins here, because this card talks about coming out of isolation. So it feels like we have the Magician, so things start manifesting, things start appearing for you. I want to look at the 5 of Coins in reverse in this book. A shift toward financial, interesting. So 5 of Pentacles has a few energies to it. In reverse, one of them is the burden of anger will only weigh you down. So there could be something that you're still holding on to. There could be a resentment. It's similar to this. There could be something, resentment. There's something you're hanging on to, an outcome, like I said, a thought process, a negative way of thinking maybe, an opinion where you haven't wanted to compromise. I feel like you have a breakthrough moment about this in the future, because these 2 cards are very similar. And I feel like with the Ace of Swords, you have a breakthrough moment about whatever this is that's been holding you back. It could be, you know, that it's someone you've been holding on to and maybe they come out of isolation and you have clarity and then you're able to release whatever that was you were holding on to. It could be that you are like me and you find learning lessons about yourself hard to see. And it could be that there's a lesson that you've been missing that one day it just clicks in your head. Oh, I am pushing people away. And it's like, it's that moment of clarity where you realize, oh, I am pushing, like whatever it is for you. I can only speak for myself. It also talks about blocks being removed. And it says to be honest about this. So if you have resentment about how you don't have money, Spirit's saying that can block money from coming in. That is the truth. Anyway, I just wanted to bring it up. And we have this breakthrough moment coming. And the Magician on the bottom. So that can be, there's 2 cards here about communication. Maybe you're conversing with someone more. We did see the 2 of Cups, so perhaps, and the Ace of Cups. So perhaps there's someone in your energy wanting your time, you know, wanting to build an emotional intimacy with you. Even if that's just friendship with this collective card, it feels like you're connecting with someone. I also feel called to say here, it feels like there's communication that needs to happen. But like I said, spirits, it's almost like there's one last lesson that maybe you need to learn. And it could be that that's what you're working on right now with that mirror card. It's almost like this person sees the lesson once they've crashed through the mirror and they can look at it from a bigger picture, a different angle, hanged man energy. Anyway, so can you just give me an idea of what's coming in towards my lovely soul tribe? What is coming towards my lovely soul tribe? We have the Seven of Wands and the Three of Cups. So the Seven of Wands shows determination, perhaps about a connection, perhaps about finding your soul tribe, you know? Very beautiful. I want to get the book for the Seven of Wands. The Three of Cups does show collaboration. It shows being with people, possibly friends, possibly just one other person. It could be for some of you that you decide to fight for a connection. Just remember this card though. Don't, like, if someone's bringing her energy down, it's better not to fight with that, you know? It's better to just let it flow. So let's look at the Seven of Wands for you. Again, another card with a lot of different interpretations. It can be, you know, that can be defensiveness, but it can also be perseverance and fighting for something. It can be no longer caring about the opinions of others. That is not what I looked up. That is the Seven of Swords. Interesting. Seven of Wands. Similar to the Six of Wands, this card also implies success, but not in the same way. You may be faced with an intense situation or conflict over your progress. Trust in your ability to continue on even against adversity. So listen to this, you guys. This is reminding me of the friend thing that I was talking about. The people in your life who maybe don't believe in what you're doing, don't believe in who you're connecting with, because they're used to old you, lower vibrational you, and you're trying to be this new you. The fact that it's coming out with the Three of Cups, very symbolic that it could be friends or a social circle that maybe tries to push you off your path. Stand your ground and continue to focus on your path forward. Interesting. So that's what it's saying. It's saying stick to your current path. It doesn't matter what people say. That card, it doesn't matter. Rise above it. Let's get another one. What's coming towards my soul tribe? What's coming towards my soul tribe? We have strength. And we have the Eight of Coins. So, and we have the Maestro. So I'm seeing that possibly, I feel like you're really working, you're really focused on your soul path here. You're focused on working on yourself. Perhaps, you know, perhaps you're going through some type of ascension here. Hang on. I just see you very determined with that Strength card and Eight of Coins. It feels like you're very determined to whatever that Eight of Coins is that you're working on. So the Eight of Coins can be your special crafts. It can be your hobbies. It can be your career. It can also be a relationship. We also have 8-8 here. So this says you're focused on your skill, learning a new craft. You may have to do a repetitive job, like you may have to do repetitive learning or repetitive things to get it moving. As far as like for me, I can see that when I started like repetitively putting out content. Seek to find the deeper teachings within the simplest of tasks. There's great satisfaction in mastery of a new skill. Trust that your attention to detail and improvement of your capabilities will lead you to a satisfying and necessary space in your evolution and in the evolution of your community. The work ahead may seem daunting, but it will be worth it in the end. And that's why we have this Strength and Eight of Coins together. Because Spirit's saying you have the strength for this, whatever it is to you. If it's a relationship, if it's your soul path, you have the strength to rise above the opinions of others. You have the strength to persevere. Beautiful. You have everything you need to accomplish the work in front of you. That's what Spirit's saying. You're strong enough for whatever lies ahead. And let's just get one more card. Let's see what advice you need to hear. What advice do you need? What advice do you need? What advice do you need? We have the Page of Wands and the Queen of Coins. So keep nurturing yourself. Keep working on your own investments. I'm actually going to take both of them. It's possible that you have someone making a move towards you with that Page of Wands and the Queen of Coins, because look at how that Queen of Coins hand is out. Very interesting. So we have the Page of Wands, and this is your advice. The Page of Wands sits in awe at all the possible roads before them. The energy of this card often indicates excitement and creativity. Perhaps you're the type of person who's always looking ahead to the next thing and ready to run at every opportunity. If you don't identify with this energy, how can you inspire this spark within yourself? Whether you believe it or not, there are always messages and new pathways ready for you to embark on. Can you find ways to tune into Spirit for guidance? Can you partake in activities that make you feel inspired and alive? It's within this sense of feeling truly alive and creative that new ideas come to us. The Page of Wands calls you to be open and willing to feel the joy and warmth life has to offer. Beautiful. And we have, so you could be, I think that's way of Spirit saying, you know, pay attention to your intuitive downloads, pay attention to your intuition. You're having creative downloads, my friend. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, the embodiment of Mother Earth. She is nurturing and in flow with the rhythms of nature. She carries a deep wisdom of mother energy. This card may appear in your life to commend you on your caring nature. It may also be asking you to find ways to tune into the energy of Mother Earth and her innate wisdom. In relation to the Pentacles, this Queen speaks to your ability to care for your family in a deep way. Like breaking generational curses or patterns, not curses. I don't know what I was talking about there. I meant trauma, not curses. The Queen calls you to go beyond merely offering material needs, but to also offer comfort to those around you. The Queen of Pentacles is a lush jungle of wisdom and capable of balancing the needs of herself and others. So remain balanced, my friend. All right, so let's get you... What do I want to get? Let's get you... I'm just thinking, sorry. Let's get you... Why am I having such a hard time? There we go. Let's get a few of these for advice. We have curiosity. That's that Page of Wands, Page of Swords energy. That's that curiosity. Maybe there's someone who's curious about you. Maybe there's someone who's keeping an eye on you. We have finding balance, which is what the advice of the Queen of Coins was about, my friends. We have slow change. So remember that Eight of Pentacles, it could take a while for you to change. It could take a while for your pentacle to grow, your manifestation to grow. Remember also, I said not to compare yourself to others. And I said what you should be doing is comparing yourself to your own growth. And then you'll see how you've slowly changed. And we have reflect, reflect, which is interesting because we had 2 cards about reflecting. And we also have celebrate the little things and plant a seed and wait. Don't touch it. And then celebrate when you see the little tip poke out of the ground. I'm not even kidding. And I'm going to get you an animal apothecary card. What advice do you need, my friends? What advice do you need to hear? What advice do you need to hear? We have You Are More, 30. So let me grab the book. Every time I organize my books, I can't see them. Does that make sense to anyone else? It's like I get used to seeing them in the way that they are when they're messy. And then when I clean them up, even though they're all here, I can't see. There it is, see? I just couldn't see it. Eagles, you are, You Are More, Eagle Lightbringer. Eagles fly high, able to soar at altitudes of up to 10,000 feet. His relationship is close to the sun, and he brings a message about the light you shine. When Eagle flies into your card reading, he speaks of your noble destiny. You are a light bringer, and you are created to shine in order to not only heal yourself, but also humanity. Eagle says that being a light bringer is a lofty and honorable duty, but it does not come without carrying the weight of the world. Often, as a light bringer, you have a deep relationship with pain. What were we like? Look at the deck we're using. Come on. But this was necessary for you to be able to shine so within the darkness. You have the ability to feel on deep levels and cannot endure the suffering of the world and its creatures. Your cries for justice might often fall on deaf ears, but you are meant to endure your pain and transmute it into light so that you can illuminate the world. Understand that you have a profound gift, and your experience is a part of humanity's evolution to achieve its greatest potential, world peace. Your light heals, brings love, and dissolves suffering. Your light is who you are, and you must embrace your greatness and step into yourself to shine fully. You must do all the self-work to remove the veils of ego from your heart so that you can fully be in your highest self and allow the light of love to heal humanity. You must honor your body and take care of it. You must do all the psychological work to deprogram all of your toxic beliefs. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say psychological work? I swear we were talking about that. You must independently investigate your spiritual existence and your relationship with the great mystery, Hierophant energy. Please take this message with urgency and honor your gift. To receive Eagle is a privilege. His medicine asks you to respect your greatness. You are a servant of light. And we have the number 69, so you could very well be a counterpart. I'm just saying. Whoops. I didn't mean to drop you, book. Anyway, my friends, that is your reading. I'm going to go do some more readings. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. I will be back again in a day or two with another Soul Tribe reading. Thank you for still being here, and I'm happy to be back with you. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.